Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. And on today's episode, I'll show you how I caught this trade on Nasdaq. Today, this is a very simple and straight to the point, very straightforward. Again, this video is meant to not confuse you in any sort of way on how the market maker model works, how you can use it, and how you can just simply pay attention to what the price, what the market is showing you, and apply it in your direction. It's very simple. The way I see it, it is just this right here. I see a lot of traders trying, blowing their heads, trying to understand and how to mark up the accumulations, because sometimes what's tricky is to mark up the actual accumulation. What is the actual accumulation right here? Is it here? Um, like for example, is this the accumulation? Is it this one? Is it all of it? How many accumulations are from here to here? Right? So I see a lot of traders just blowing their heads, just trying to think and trying to mark up these accumulations right here. And I'll show you how simple it can be. And to be honest, that is not a big deal if you don't see it clear. Not a big deal, all right? And believe me, it's not going to be a big deal. I know a lot of traders will be like, "What? What are you talking about? What do you mean is not? Is not? Yeah, is not that necessary?" Now, let me explain first what was the main thing I do. Okay, what's the main thing I do? If you watched my previous video I posted yesterday on the live session, on the trading session from yesterday, Monday, July 1st, you will see what I mean right here. I caught this sale. Okay, again, if you're coming from watching that previous video, if you have not seen it yet, just go ahead and watch it. And if you haven't yet, but if you did, you will understand. So price did sweep. I caught actually this beautiful sell, taking this liquidity right here, taking this double bottom. That was my main target. This double bottom price ended up going a little deeper into that, and then we had a big displacement up. So based on candle signs on a daily time frame, right here, look at this. If I step on this candle, right, this is yesterday's candle, Monday, right? So based on how this candle closed yesterday, I told my team, and even I told you guys here on the group, that I'm bullish for tomorrow. Okay, based on the closure, that if this candle wouldn't fail to close below this low, then we're probably bullish, for tomorrow. And I'm expecting these highs to be taken and these lows to be respected, right? So when we go lower time frame, I also told everyone right there that you could have made. I was thinking about making a buy actually right here in this order block. I could have held it, right? I told my team, I sent this information to my team, but I did not get in. I mean, this is my VIP group right here from yesterday. This this was the buy. I was letting everybody know, but I'm not entering. I said I'm not entering. I'm just good for the day. Okay. So whatever it is, I'm just gonna wait for the next day, which is today. And voila. I know already based on how the day closed yesterday, I know I was bullish for today, right? So overnight, Asian session, of course, sort of was pulling back and having little accumulation phases, which is normal what it does, during um, Asian session and then London session right here. And then I wait for New York, right? Because I trade New York session. I don't trade London. I don't trade Asian session. By the way, if you're wondering what this indicator is, this is not an indicator. This is just a box that I marked up. Okay. So understanding the market maker model is you know, very simple for me. Is very, very simple. All I have to focus on is Where? Where are we? So look at this. What was the price doing right here, right? What did the price recently just did here? It just swept liquidity, right? It just swept and displace up, right? Which is sweep and displace up, right? So that displacement up, now from here, if I stand right here, I can use my Fibonacci from the high, from the low to the high, I'm sorry. Let me put OTE, right? So I know that I already have the structure shift, right? Which is right here. This is the market structure shift. I already have the change in the state of delivery or market structure shift happening, right? So now that I have that, now that I understand that I have that, I need to wait for price to simply pull back to somewhere in this area, not necessarily has to tap OTE, okay? It could be just right here, barely tap the 50%, and that's it. We are in equilibrium. And from here, price can now push up, okay? And this is our target, okay? So this high, this daily high that I marked up, that's my target for the day. I don't care if the price pushes up 6,000 pips up. I don't care. This is my target. This is my daily target. I scalp and I try to maintain that. So right here, when it comes to the market maker model, in this pullback, guys, right? This may look like this probably in a higher time frame, but when you go lower time frame, you're gonna find right that out of this impulse, probably you're gonna find a lower time frame. You're gonna find little accumulation things. Sometimes it's gonna accumulate like that, right? So this is supposed to be the sell side of the curve. It's your job to decide, do you want to get into sales trying to catch the sell side of the curve, or you want to wait for the market structure shift once the price is positioned either in discount, which is somewhere here, right? You wait for price to tap discount and then you look for the buys after market structure shift, pulling back, and then you catch the buy side of the curve. So again, let me rephrase it. It is your job. If you already know that recently you had that push, what do you want to do from here? Do you want to sell all the way down, or do you want to wait for price to be in position and then you buy? You ignore the sell side of the curve and you take the buy side of the curve. As simple as that. You ignore or you take it. If you want to trade it on the way down, you can. You can definitely trade it. Although this video is not about that, I'm just showing you that you can either ignore it or trade it. Okay? No biggie. Because all you need to know is that after this impulse, right, you do have a market structure shift. You already know that your higher time frame, let's say a fair value gap, right, that's being tapped, and you're also in higher time frame, you are tapping you are in discount, right? And now that you know you have a big displacement, what you have to do is just wait for the price to pull back to be in position. If you switch to lower time frame, you're going to find accumulation, drop. Sometimes not even an accumulation. The price may actually drop. Not necessarily it's going to be building boxes like this, which is everybody's blowing their heads trying to find a freaking box, right? A freaking accumulation. It would be more than enough for this. Just this could be a considered box. Just that little pullback right there, that could be considered a pullback, a box. When you have another, well, this could be considered an actual box right there, an actual accumulation. And then price eventually will start taking these highs, right? These highs and these highs every on the way up. Buy sell side of the curve, buy side of the curve. So hope it makes sense, right? So now that we know, again, let's get it here, right? Now that I know, I said, I told my team, guys, just chill, right? We caught the sale today, beautiful. You don't have to be jumping in right now. Just wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow it's another day. It's going to be a lot better, believe me. So price pushed up and overnight price is pulling back. Now, what are the things that I have? Let's go back on 1 hour. So on 1 hour, what do we have, right? We have this beautiful, beautiful sweep from yesterday. Look at this, right? Sweep, displacement up, right? Displacement, beautiful displacement up. This candle, this only one candle, that's my order block right here in higher time frame. So I have an order block. So guess what? Overnight, this is London session, 3 in the morning, we are already tapping into the order block, right? Not just that, we do have a breaker now, right? Really nice. We also have a breaker block now in this area on the 1 hour. So I'm going to use that, right, on my favor. Now I know that by the time New York session opens, I'm extending, price is extending right now on my higher time frame PD raise. Guess what? What was my bias for since last night, since yesterday? My bias was bullish. I said I was going to be looking for buys today, this particular day, right? So I already have that. As soon as I wake up, I already have that in my mind. My job is to find a buy now, right? Which sometimes is going to be easy, sometimes it's going to be hard, but a interpretation, right? The more you trade, the more experience you gain, the better you're going to be seeing the scenarios, right? So in this case, our idea was our idea was to find a, since if the price is coming like this, right, is a market structure shift, right? And then a pullback to a discount, and then boom, you catch the buy, right? But you want to see this. You want to catch that change of character, right? Change the state of delivery, market structure change, whatever you want to call it, is the freaking same thing, right? Yeah, that impulse break right there, price pulling back to discount, right? If you use the fib from the high to the low, this is discount, right? Price taps discount right here, boom, and go, right? That's what I'm trying to find. So right here in this area, I was watching on the 5 minute time frame as well. I could have entered right here, could have entered somewhere in this area, probably this. I mean, this, there was an order block here, probably here. There's a fair value gap on this one. I could have probably be jumping into this one, but I didn't want it to get in right there right away since we had news today. I mean, Jerome Powell was speaking, and on top of that, after 9:30, we had this one right here as well. So it was going to be a tricky day, So I could have entered right here, but I was on the 15 minute. I switched also back to the 15 minute, and I was, for some reason, it was more clear on the 15 minute. It had a better formation. So right here, this is the order block. This would have been the actual order block on the 15 minute. Price is pulling back right now and is tapping this 15 minute fair value gap. Of course, we are also in here in this bearish fair value gap. So there is a fight right here, but I don't want to sell, right? Ideally, I want to look for a buy. So I'm waiting, and when I'm starting to see this rejection right here, this candle is starting to form, I actually enter right here in this one, entered aggressively. So I told my team, I'm taking the shot. This was actually live today. I'll break I'll break the I'll put a little video right here on top of the screen right now so you can see it. Let's see. Right there. So when it was starting to push this actual candle right here, I entered, took the first shot, said I bought Nasdaq, and I sent a screenshot to the team. So in this push, the price broke and created that market structure shift and that order block. From there, pretty much price pushed up. It was not, for me, it was not possible to make another entry. Price just literally burst directly to the TP. And if it wasn't because I made that aggressive buy, price would have never activated my order block on the 15 minute. Since I mentioned on the 5 minute time frame would have been the best position to enter, but I did not take this entry. So this one was a little gone for me. So because I saw the price coming back inside, after closing, after taking this liquidity right here, price immediately came back up into the range. So that was telling me that we're probably going to shift now to the upside. I was taking that first shot today, and you can literally see right here, I just took $381 on this day. Yesterday was a bit better with the trade from yesterday, if you remember. This nice sell from there was a lot better. And today, I'll catch in this actual buy right there, really quick anyways. So hope it makes sense, guys. And but this is basically it. This is basically as simple as it can get. Can you mark these boxes up? I see a lot of people trying to struggle. Is this the accumulation? I just don't get it. I just don't see any accumulation. Probably this little accumulation right here, this little one. Is it? I just don't get it. I don't know how to mark it up. You really don't have to, again, because in reality, what we're focusing on right here is the pullback. Just wait for price to be in your zone, which is discount. After this impulse, just make sure to use your Fibonacci, right, from the low to the high. You wait for price to be a discount. Make sure you're tapping a higher time frame PD array, like an auto block, breaker block, or a fair value gap, right? And then you zoom in, right? You go lower time frame, and you try to look for that buy. Okay, you decide if you want to ignore the sell side of the curve to take the buy side of the curve. So you will only be looking for buys once price is in the zone and start pushing up, building, and taking highs, taking these old accumulations. You can actually do it. Okay, so hope it makes sense. Hope this was actually simple to understand. This is what we do. If you're interested in joining my team, just make sure to visit teamprofitsfx.com. There's a very big offer right now for a one-time payment, lifetime access. I trade live on Zoom every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays with my team. Mondays and Friday, I still trade live with my team, but not on Zoom, just directly on Telegram. I just keep posting videos, ideas, setups, and everything in there. So if you're interested, if you're actually looking for a mentor, I commit to teach you if you commit to learn. So thanks again, guys, for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.